Hey guys, Matt Allen, Ross England. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Fall transition is in full swing. We're out here on Clearlake together today. We're gonna see if we can figure these fall bass out. We're starting with topwater, then we're going to switch over, fish a little deeper, maybe fish some docks. As we go through the transition, these fish are making moves. We're gonna work together today, see if we can get ahead of them. Come along.
Fishy.
I have something for you.
Hey, looky there.
We'll take it.
Just something blocking the sun. Oh, there you go. Nothing like catching a frogfish all the way out there to the end of the gas,
Seriously.
8 miles. Gee.
There's one. I've talked to you guys about this fall transition, how these fish move and behave. When we're first getting into it, low light helps a lot for these fish targeting bait. As we get farther into the transition, it matters less and less. So we are out here at first light today, trying to get some fish, and it's working. They're playing nice today. Holy! Jeez!
My problem is I can't cast far enough.
Wow!
Cool. Did you even let it hit the water?
Barely. Yeah, that thing choked.
I'll maybe need to work for it a little bit. Tell you what, these fish are healthy.
They are, they're
They've been eating
beautiful.
well.
Boy, they're hitting it soft, but they are taking it all the way in. How fun.
Yeah, those baits have been gone.
Gone. That's the way to start the day. You know they're dialed in on it when they're just choking that thing.
Yeah, there we go. And there he goes. Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Jeez!
Well, that's a better fish. They're all good.
They are great. Oh, come out of that grass. That one meant it.
They're a little serious about it.
Look at that frog down there.
They're kind of on the aggressive side.
Whew, they are angry this morning.
It's almost like they're eating. What? Where it goes like crazy to just the entire bay is like, whoa, that one, that's up on it. Yes! Come on. double.
Nice work. A double! Yay! Man, that's fun. Oh. He got it. Thank you.
A nice solid bunch of fish. Oh, he hit it. Oh. Yumper. Look at that guy. Hey, buddy. Welcome aboard.
Nicely done, sir.
Thank you. Got grass everywhere. Fish everywhere.
And the rest of the day is not exactly wide open.
Another yumper. Holy cow, would you look at this sucker?
He thinks he's 8 pounds.
Look at that guy. You know, it's a great thing about these fish. One of the things that's the most fun about fishing for bass. This one's obviously been caught before. As long as you take care of him, you can play with him again tomorrow. Oh.
Jeez.
Mine up. Another beaut.
Awesome. How can you not just love those first cold nights? Everything changes. We finally get to wear hoodies. It's comfortable. It's cool, but it's not cold. And the fish start bunching up right away.
And they are assassinating those frogs.
They are mad. All right, just like that, we have gone from just madness on the frog to nothing. We've not had a bite in almost half an hour. It is completely shut down. This is such a shining example of this time of year where these fish operate in a bite window. They're bunched up. When the bait is right and the light is right, they just come unglued. That sun started shining, the first ray of sunshine that touched the water, it's a wrap. We cannot get bit here. Now, we are still going to catch fish today, but we're going to transition away from this grass-driven, bait fish-driven bite, because as the grass is dying back, these fish don't continue to do this all day. They did a month ago, they did a couple weeks ago, but now they're leaning away from that. So now we're going to have to move around the lake, adapt, maybe some more traditional methods, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. Let's see if we can catch some more fish.
Oh,
Did you see him poke through?
Yep. Poked his nose all the way up in it.
Come on, bud.
There we go. Sorry, that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, man.
Good job, man.
You got him. All right. So for those of you guys that aren't familiar with Ross, Ross is also a guide out here on Clearlake. He's done a couple videos for us in the past that were awesome on finesse fishing. I'll link you those videos down in the video description. Those will be the first thing above the breakdown of all the gear. But My bite had ended completely, and Ross said, hey, if we run across the lake, we can chase this shadow a little bit longer. That's exactly what we did. We ran over here and we get one like that. It's just keeping that bite alive a little bit longer. You can't see, but about 30 feet behind the boat is the shade line. So we're sitting in the sun, but it's still dark right here. And we're just dragging it out. Pretty soon we're going to have to make that transition. We'll probably pick up the worm or a jig or something like that and see if we can put something together midday. Fish those harder structures, get away from the grass. But so far so good.
That's amazing. That guy spent all that money, built that great big place, and there you go. Got the school fired up.
Yep. Nice work.
That one's been eating well, huh?
Chunky. We're in Ross's world now. This guy and docks. It's amazing.
It's fun. This is why I fell in love with Clearlake in the first place.
Yeah.
Is he retired?
Oh yeah. Nice work.
Hey, we found one. Come on aboard. Whoa.
That dude choked it.
No. You kind of ate it really quick. There we go. Thank you, buddy.
Show them what you're throwing.
This is about as old school as it gets. It's a little revenge dart head with an old salt and pepper grub.
And it works.
Some things just don't change. Fish are fish, you know. Different than everything around them. I haven't really been convinced that the bubblers do anything for fish.
There's one.
Got him?
Yeah.
Hey. Nice.
So, see ya.
Uh-oh.
Almost got him.
Hasta luego, sucker.
Took the tail.
No. Rock underneath these docks.
Is there?
It makes them a little different than everything around them. Oh, monster. Boy, did he smack it.
It looked like he threw it in 30 feet of water.
I know.
It was gonna swim forever.
It never hit the bottom. They're all fun. Every one of them. Thank you, buddy. Fish. Unbelievable.
Got something for you.
That whole thing.
There's one. Oh, you bugger. There's one. Get out of there.
Oh, there we go. Nice one. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Thank you. One on the underspin. The sun is fully up high now. We are in Ross's wheelhouse. These fish are up in the docks. We always joke about it, but he is so good at dock fishing. These fish are right up in that shade, right where they should be. As that grass starts dying back, the fish pull more and more and more to the hard structure. Because it's stable, it's going to be there the entire fall. They start gathering around it and then ultimately end up on the deepest portions of that structure. They're making that move right now. Fish are right where they should be. We've got a slow bite compared to this morning, but they're in predictable places. I want to eat that Kitech with that flashy swimmer. Pretty fun. Black braid to fine in those pilings. Wonder what it is.
concentrating on fishing docks and just kind of moseying on down through them, kind of taking our time, and that guy comes off of a lone piling. Message there, keep your eyes open and hit whatever you see in between.
Got it.
Fish. Gotta go.
Strong fish. You want to get him?
Yeah. Love to get him, but he doesn't want to be got.
Well, we got the one we were looking for. Things were going really slow, so what we did, I made a real quick change, got off the bait that I was throwing, switched over to a drop shot, fished 2 docks, caught this one. Way best fish of the day, nice and clean. I mean, that's a good fish. Anybody should be happy with that one.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. We really enjoyed you guys coming along with us today. When that transition happens, these fish start making moves right away, and you've got to be ready to adapt. But just like we talked to you about in previous videos, they are still predictable. They're gathering in the remaining grass. They're moving to hard structures. It's still hot. We've got the cold nights, which is making them move, but the days are still hot, so they still want that shade. Very predictable fish. You just have to slow down and catch them. I mentioned earlier that Ross is also a guide. Down in the video description, I'll leave you his contact info in addition to all the baits and the gear that we were using. He was using some things that I don't normally throw. We're gonna include all that for you too. He knew we had a tough bite midday, was ready to adapt right away, throwing that curly tail grub, and then ultimately got our best fish of the day on the drop shot, which does not surprise me at all.
So disappointing, but it always works.
Yep.
When it gets tough, go to the basics.
It works. Guys, again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.